Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to another episode of the Cherie Mercado podcast here in FTV Studios. And, speaking of FTV Studios, na-check nyo na ba ang aming YouTube channel? We just recently launched it. FTV has been around for so many years, more than 10 years. But, huwag kayo magtaka bakit hindi nyo nakikita yung FTV before. Because when it started, it really wasn't producing any originally produced shows. No, it was only recently, before the pandemic, around 2016, 2017, that Filipino TV started producing their own shows locally here in Canada to service the Filipino community. But I don't know if you've maybe read it in my Facebook account. If you haven't, then I just joined them kasi I'm the newest member in the Filipino TV team, and one of the things that I really like about Filipino TV is that ibang-iba yung model nila. We're not like a lot of the television networks that you see out there, where you're probably watching us from YouTube right now, but we do have a cable channel where we show all of our shows. But even if we're a TV station, we do not operate like the typical TV station. I said in my Facebook post na nagulat ako when I met with the president for the first time, and he told me that they're not interested in ratings, in profits, and in competition. And I'm like, what kind of TV channel is not interested in ratings and in profits and in competition? But the goal really is to connect with the Filipino community here in Canada and encourage Filipinos to create content. What Filipino TV believes is that all of the Filipinos are capable of creating, actually everyone, but of course, since we're Filipino TV, we want to concentrate on the Filipino community here in Canada. And we believe that everyone is a creator. We just have to make you realize and make you see that talent in you, na kasi ang creation hindi lang naman yan pagsulat, hindi lang yan paggawa ng kanta, or hindi lang yan pagpinta, no? You can be very creative in your current job right now. Nakita niyo yung elevator person sa isang mall sa Pilipinas na ang trabaho lang niya mag up and down the elevator, but what does she do? Ang ginawa niya, memorize niya lahat, o baka after a while, memorize na talaga niya lahat ng mga stores every floor. So pag meron siyang customer, she recites all of the stores. Second floor, this is where da 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 da. Tapos third floor again. So para siyang isang entertainment show in itself. And that's how she, brings out her creativity. Meron talaga tayong innate creativity in us. And if you connect with that, that connects with your authenticity, that's how you can actually cope with the obstacles and challenges in your life. Because unleashing your creativity is fulfilling your purpose. Diba? And one of those people who have, I think, found his purpose is, yan din ang storya ng guest natin tonight. We have with us, not tonight, today, we have with us the other half of Sun-Cor. Sun-Cor is an immigration consulting company. We have with us Kuya Nikki soon. Hi, Kuya Nikki.
Hello sa inyong
I'll call you
lahat.
Nikki na lang. Everyone calls you Kuya Nikki on social media.
Yeah, they call me Kuya Nikki, but my real name is Nick Sun.
Mm-hmm.
Bigyan na kita ng idea bakit Kuya kami ni Kuya Mikmik, kasi nga we treat our kababayan as our young, parang mga bunsong kapatid.
Para mga kapatid.
Yeah, so we treat them na parang titingnan muna namin lahat before they even come to Canada.
So hindi lang siya marketing gimmick na Kuya
hindi
Mikmik,
talaga.
Kuya Nikki.
Yes, until now we treat them as our younger siblings. Nakawit nandito na sila. So, yun.
Kasi yung Sun-Cor, tell them about Sun-Cor first. A little bit about
basically Sun-Cor, it's a combination of our last name. Basically, Sun and Corrales. So kami po talaga ni Kuya Mikmik ang owner ng agency.
If you remember, we guested a few, also in our podcast, si Kuya Mikmik.
Yes.
So, ito naman si Kuya Nikki.
So, just to share, Kuya Mikmik is the licensed immigration consultant. I am an education consultant. So, I help you or assess you which program ang nadadapat sa inyo. At the same time, saang school no, for example, sabi nga ni Kuya Mick sa podcast niya na ituturo mo kung nasaan yung kamag-anak mo. Or saan mo gusto, and then we'll help you narrow down those options.
Parang naku, yung mga kamag-anak ko po doon nakatira sa Edmonton.
Yes.
So, at ito naman yung mga interest ko na pag-aralan. Ika kayo maghahanap ng school.
So we will
So you're
guide
open
them.
to almost all the schools?
Yes. So just to be clear, 95% of all the public schools all over Canada is direct partner ng Sun-Cor.
Ng Sun-Cor.
Yeah, we only partner with public schools.
Oo.
Sabi nga namin, madami pong nag-offer sa amin na private schools to do a partnership, to market them, but
bakit hindi ang private schools? Kasi mas mataas ang bayad. Tama?
hindi naman. Yung welfare kasi ng mga kababayan natin yung iniisip natin. No, for example, kasi most of the private schools na hindi nag-offer ng mga PGWP or the postgrad work permit, ito yung mga private schools na walang masteral or walang bachelor's degree na program. So, ang tendency po kasi, pag graduate mo, there's no work permit for you.
Pag private school, walang PGWP or yung
Yes.
postgraduate work permit na
Yes.
tinatawag, which is yun talaga ang malaking come-on sa mga nag-international students sa Canada.
Yes.
Dahil ngayon, when they started ba, they already were giving postgraduate work permit?
Yung postgrad work permit kasi, you need to finish your program before you can do that. And talagang you should even know na yung school na to, dapat alam mo na
nagbibigay
yes.
ng postgrad. In fact, may mga schools na hindi pala registered or hindi pala nire-recognize.
Yes, ito yung tinatawag na DLI or Designated Learning Institution. So, just to correct sa mga haka-haka ng lahat, may mga private na DLI din. May mga public na DLI talaga sila. Pero not all private colleges are eligible for postgrad work permit. So they can offer international studies, but hindi sila eligible for the PGWP.
Yung postgraduate work permit, yung pinapayagan kayo ng gobyerno ng Canada na magtrabaho sa Canada pagkatapos yung matapos yung inyong programa ng pagsiskwela.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi pareho kami naging estudyante ni Kuya Nikki.
By the way, yun pala, that part, yung wife ko yung student, ako yung OWP. So opposite kami ni open work permit. Kami yung spouse ng student. So kami, opposite kami ni Kuya Mick. Siya naman si Kuya Mick, siya yung student. Yung asawa niya yung open work permit.
Pero, kasi ganun po, pag dumating ka dito na estudyante ka, yung asawa mo, automatically may work permit siya.
Yes, but there's a lot of changes on the immigration. Right now po, pag nasa private college kayo, hindi na allowed yung mga spouse ng student
sa private colleges.
Sa private colleges. Ang daming denial po. Bagong changes. Nakalagay na po yan ngayon.
So does that mean all public colleges and universities? Or public colleges are DLI. You're entitled to a PGWP if you go to a public college.
Yes, 100% po yun.
100%.
Pero hindi siya automatic, ina-apply po siya. So one of the requirement is you need to complete your program. So there are some technicalities na bawal ka mag-part-time kasi. So yun ang ini-explain namin, ini-educate namin yung mga.
Di ba nakalito? Ang dami yung kailangan malaman.
Yes.
Kaya tayo may mga ahensya na kagaya ng Sun-Cor. And dito naman, hindi ako, don't take my word for it. When you hear me talking about immigration stories, sometimes I share it also because I was a student here, an international student. I took up advanced television and film. This was already after 25 years of working in the media industry back in the Philippines. Yun po ang pagpasok ko dito sa Canada. I was an international student and I wanted to test the waters first kung gusto ko bang ituloy na dito tumira. Na feeling ko naman, alam ko na magugustuhan ko kasi binibisita-bisita ko na. And true enough, I pushed it. Right now, I'm on my PGWP.
Exactly.
I'm on my postgraduate work permit. I'm allowed to work for a year. So after nun, kasi 1 year lang yung program ko, so 1 year lang yung PGWP ko. Pero pag nag-aral ka pala ng 2 years, correct me if I'm wrong, 3 taon ang postgraduate work permit mo.
Yes. Kung ano po yung permit naman ng student, naka-attach yung OWP. Si open work permit at saka yung mga dependents yung kids.
So yung kids yun ang maganda kasi dito pag nag-international student ka, pwede mo dalhin yung anak mo at pwede mo dalhin yung asawa mo.
Yes.
Yun lang, hindi guaranteed na may trabaho agad yung asawa mo. Syempre maghahanap siya. And yun yung isa sa mga hindi madaling mga posibleng pagdaanan ng mga pupunta sa Canada.
Kasi yung paghahanap na namang trabaho, maraming trabaho ang Canada. It's just a matter of applying the right job for you. Kasi by end of the day, ikaw yung mag-apply eh. Ikaw yung interviewin eh. So a lot of Filipino community here trying to help na, alam mo yun, connections, networking. But by end of the day, ikaw yun eh. Ikaw yung sasabak sa interview, hindi naman yung mga kaibigan mo. Pero yun nga, my point is, basta pagdating mo dito, huwag tayo mag-stick doon sa comfort zone natin na, ay, IT ako, dapat IT lang trabaho ko. Or health, or nurse ako, dapat nurse lang. No, ang daming, sabi mo, daming opportunities na hindi mo alam na mag-excel ka dito. I never imagine na magkakaroon na kami ng agency like this. Kasi nga ako, mahihayin po talaga ako. Pasensya na po kasi Bisaya din si Kuya Nikki ninyo. So, shout out po sa mga...
Can you greet them in Bisaya?
Of course. Maayong adlaw sa tanan. No, I was born in Iligan and I grew up there in Iligan City, Lanao del Norte. But my roots are from Cebu. Yung mga kanununuan ko are from Cebu. Ayan.
Daghan lagi kaayo tag mga listeners nga Cebuano.
Yes.
And I'm very rusty, but I love the little Bisaya that I know. You know, I cling on to it and I hope I can remember more.
Yes. I hope makatabang ning segment or na podcast sa inyong tanan, and for sure we wanted you guys to come here in Canada and experience the life here in Canada as well.
So sabi mo hindi mo na imagine na magiging magiging calling, calling mo. Can you say that it's already your calling?
Yeah, I mean, para kaming instrumento lang ni Kuya Mikmik talaga eh. Kumbaga, we're not a money-motivated agency. Kasi we're more on tulong muna or tabang sa. No? Kasi nga, we experienced the life from a student to transition to a permanent resident. And hindi po madali. Hindi madaling mag-aral. And you know that, hindi madaling mag-aral. Tapos, you need to be financially prepared as well. That's why student pathway, hindi po siya mura. Talagang mahal. Expect ng Canada that you have money. Hindi po dito tinatanggap yung word na show money. Kasi hindi lang siya pang show. Talagang babayaran mo at gagamitin mo talaga yung dito.
Oo. In fact, yung show money mo kulang. Ay, yung nire-require nila. Kasi may requirement yan na parang 1 year dapat may ganitong pondo ka. Pag tumira ka na dito, makikita mo yung 1 year na yun. Kulang. Lalo na nung nag-inflation, hindi ba? This year, ang bilihin ng mga pagkain over the holidays. Grabe.
Tama po yun. Ang laking impact din yun sa mga students na nandito kasi ang daming company nag-close, right? So, but i-share ko lang din sa mga international student, you need to spend more time studying. Kaya nga yung work na 20 hours is just an option. Hindi po natin pilitin sarili natin na magtrabaho. Kasi nga po, pag bumagsak tayo din yung kawawa. We will spend more money. Pag umulit po. No? And tandaan natin, yung PGWP is only offered once. Kahit na mag-aral ka ulit, kung nakuha mo na yung PGW, yung postgrad work permit mo, wala na.
Oo. At saka yung yung buhay pagkatapos ng PGWP. But that's another thing.
Yes.
Pero parang pagkatapos ng work permit mo na yon, iba na naman ang kailangan mong pagdaanan nun. Kasi pagtapos na yun, paano ka magsistay legally?
Yes.
Diba? Isa-sponsor ka ba ng kumpanya mo para maging LMIA yung tinatawag nila? Anyway, those are all technicalities. Yes. Pero siguro dapat magkaroon tayo dito ng immigration show.
Yeah, no? we love to. We love to share.
Masagot yan ng mga tao.
So sorry to cut you.
No, go.
If you notice kami ni Kuya Mikmik kasi, he talks about immigration. I'm not allowed to talk about immigration. I only talk about education. Kasi yun nga po, I don't have the credentials to.
Right.
And yung pagiging student po, people are giving up everything para lang makapunta dito. Kaya nga po sabi ko, para akong nurse lang po, I can take your vital signs but I cannot give when it comes to medication, hindi po ako pwede. Let the doctor do it. Parang ganun yung ginagawa namin ni Kuya Mikmik ngayon. So pag may mga concerns about immigration.
We appreciate you being upfront about the things you don't know, the things you can't. Minsan alam mo pero ayaw mo sagutin kasi hindi ka authorized magbigay ng ganong advice at impormasyon.
Totoo
diba?
po yun.
Oo. The good thing is you can pass it to Mikmik kasi siya yung may RCIC.
Yes.
Pero so yung yung storya mo, isa ka pala sa mga unang natulungan
Yes.
ni Michael Corrales na naging partner mo sa Sun-Cor. Pakikwento nga, paano
Actually,
nangyari yun? Bakit? Okay, sige. Why did you leave the Philippines? Why did you want to become an international student?
So actually, our life in the Philippines, stable na talaga. My wife is an accountant, no, finance manager siya. Ako naman I work as a workforce analyst sa isang company. So talagang stable na, financially stable na. We have a house, may kotse, talagang okay na lahat eh. But yun nga, sometimes Lord remind us to do something na, alam mo, pag lumayo tayo kay Lord kasi, He always do something that will remind us. Sometimes
or
it
life
can
throws you a curveball for those who are not very religious.
Yes, it can hurt us as well.
Uh-huh.
And dun yung lesson na nalaman na talagang naging challenge sa amin kasi we lost our second child. No, hindi ko sinishare to sa lahat, but yun nga, we lost our second child and yun po nagiging ano talaga namin. Kumbaga, nag-collapse lahat.
How far off in the pregnancy?
No, talagang 21 days old, talagang lumabas na siya.
Oh, wow, that must hurt a lot. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes. Ano itong tinatawag ng SIDS?
SIDS, yung sudden infant death syndrome.
Yeah,
okay.
so we just woke up na hindi na siya humihinga.
This is the nightmare of every parent.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, hindi natin gusto, pero pag sinabi ng Lord na ganito, we can't stop. Tsaka we cannot blame anyone then.
Of course. Yun nga,
Kaya yun nga, nagiging ano namin, yun talaga yung naging parang muntik na mawasak yung marriage namin because of it. Kasi nga, di ba, who wants that to happen in your life? And yun nga, yung asawa ko din medyo hindi na siya makapag-work na maayos. So sabi, you know what, that's the time na I stopped working sa corporate. Siya din, nag-stop din siya. Tapos I opened up my own business, yung barbecuehan, nilagay ko sa tapat ng bahay namin. I don't know how to cook, I don't know, but si Lord talaga, talagang...
Bakit naisip yung barbecuehan?
Kasi yun lang alam kong mahilig kasi ako sa barbecue. So, sabi ko, why not do it, diba? Kasi nga, yun ang hilig ko kumain ng barbecue. Sabi ko, why not try it? Kumbaga, yun nga, I learned how to do it. Kumbaga, yung perseverance ko, let's start this. Para din.
So you stopped your job because you wanted to work on the marriage?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And we reach out to the community as well. No? So meron kaming mga community sa church din na ni-reach out to really help us as well. Kasi hindi namin kaya kung kami lang. So it did help us a lot. And actually,
were you religious already before that? I'm just assuming, I don't know. I'm assuming you're
when we
very
say
strong
religious,
in your
kasi we don't go
faith.
to church. We just go to church. Sabi nga, naalala mo lang ako naalala na natin siya pag tayo nangangailangan. So, yun yung kumbaga, dapat kasi in success or failure, dapat kasama siya eh. Kasi yung nangyari sa akin that time was sa success lang, wala siya. Pero sa failure, andun siya. Kumbaga, dun ko lang siya hinahanap. So, it did change a lot of yung perspective ko sa buhay ko. From there on, sabi ko, you know what? I need to connect with you. And I managed to create a personal relationship. And it did help me in yung mga community din. So from there on, we're lucky after a year na nagka-baby kami ulit.
That's such a blessing. How old was your eldest when you lost your second child?
He was like 8 years old.
8 years old. Okay. And then after a year, you had a baby again?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yun.
That was a roller coaster ride.
I know. Hindi lahat nakaranas ng ganitong But like I said, we need to move on. Ito, sinishare ko to sa lahat kasi I want you guys to be inspired din na it's not too late. No? It's not the end of the world kung mangyari man yan. Sabi nga palagi sa mga consultation namin, yung plan ni Lord is better than sa plano natin. So just believe in His plans. Kung mayroong mang problema, treat that as a test of faith. Or alam mo yun, make it as a challenge. Or sa blessing na, you know what, bigyan mo pa ako maraming problem, Lord. Kasi I know, di mo ibibigay sa akin yan pag walang solusyon. And I know God has always have a big plans for us. No? Doon ako talagang na-transform ako from a very hindi religious na tao to become a religious person. No? It's not just going to church. Sabi ko kay one way to serve God is to serve other people.
That's true. By your life, by your
Yes.
daily
And this is
dealings with people.
Yes, this is what we're doing right now. Sun-Cor is serving Him in a different way by serving others. Yun yung advocacy namin ni Kuya Mikmik ngayon. And we're happy na we're so blessed, and then we continue. Kahit na lalaki kami, we still do the same routine. Kami pa rin kakausap lahat. Hindi.
I was thinking kanina nung sinabi mo na hindi kami based on making money, talagang pagtulong. Maraming business na nagsisimula ng ganun, na pag nakita na yung maraming profits, nag-iiba na ng landas. Kasi natikman na yung maraming kita, hindi ba? But I think the foundation of you and Michael, matindi pala mga pinagdaanan ninyo. Kaya ganun na lang katindi yung drive, yung motivation, no, to help other people.
Lahat naman tayo may kanya-kanya tayong challenges sa buhay. No? Lahat tayo may pinagdaanan. We cannot just compare each other kasi nga
that's true.
Yung buhay natin are different from each other. We have our own definition of success. Other success is makakain ng 3 beses ng araw, success na yun. To get a happy family, success na yun.
Yes.
Yung iba naman, to have 10 houses, that's their success.
Minsan hindi pa nga eh.
Yan.
10 na bahay, hindi pa raw sila successful. But it really, that's very, very true, no? So you moved here you were your wife was a student.
Yes.
So after you nagka-baby, again, you had your baby. It was when after that did you decide to move to Canada?
Kasi nga that time medyo depressing na nga kasi nga nangyari doon sa bahay na yun. So we wanted to, let's try to apply, And then pumunta kami ng mga agencies din. Tulad ng regular na mga punta kami Quezon City, Ortigas, Makati, nag-join kami ng mga we paid for the consultation, but they never introduced about student visa. Kasi that time, way back 2015, 2016, hindi pa talaga sikat yung student visa pathway. No? But, we did our research. Kinumpare namin yung Australia, Canada, UK, and New Zealand. And then through DIY or do it yourself. Kasi you need to also do your part eh. Hindi kasi pwedeng iasa mo lang sa agency eh. So doon namin nakita na, yung student pathway pala. Pwedeng isama yung pamilya. Pwedeng isama yung mga kids. Libre yung mga education nila sa Canada. So doon na kami napag-decide, let's apply. Continue pa rin yung buhay natin. Ang kaganahan nito, nag-apply kami ng hindi pa napanak yung baby namin. Nag-apply namin ng Canada. So na-approve yung visa namin, tandang-tanda ko pa, March 25, 2016. Nanganak si Mrs. ko March 27, 2016.
Wow.
So that time kasi sabi namin, nung naka-approve yung visa namin, pwede mo namin dalhin lumipad na agad para Canadian citizen agad yung baby namin. Pero yun nga, iba yung
plano nila. Kung dito sana pinanganak,
Yeah, so that time we defer our intake kasi nga kailangan mo na yung mga documents. Sabi ko kay Mrs. ko, mas maganda na kahit maghirap tayo na magkasama. Kaysa naman iwan natin si baby dito tapos mauna tayo. So we defer our intake talagang So the intake means start ng semester. So nagpa-defer kami ng 1 term. So talaga hinintay namin magka-passport si baby. Yan, lahat-lahat. Tapos yun, nadala namin dito. Life is so hard. Kasi pagdating namin dito, I have a 1-month-old daughter at saka 10-year-old son. And my wife is a student. So I, like I said, IT profession now.
Yayo.
Yes. Kasi I need to work night shift. Kasi sa umaga, si wife ko naman yung mag-aaral. Ako naman yung tagabantay.
Ano yung unang trabaho mo noon?
Hindi ko po kinakaya sa warehouse po ako nagtatrabaho.
Oo naman. Dito sa Canada, hindi naman. Pilipinas, may stigma yung mga trabaho. Hindi dapat.
Ang kagandahan po doon is kasi yung kasama mo rin sa trabaho, mga professional din.
Oo, na nag-hustle
mga
din.
Filipino din. No, sabi ko, napaiyak nga ako kasi nilagnat ako. Nung first night ko, nilagnat ako kasi syempre magbubuhat ka eh. Alam mo, I work in a factory na yung mga big beans, yung mga yun yung product namin. So talagang nasa conveyor ka lang, nakatayo ka for 8 hours. Tapos maghihintay ka, yun, sa conveyor, yes. So mahirap, no? Pero like I said,
hindi mo naranasan dati yun. Ganong hard labor sa Pilipinas.
Sa dati, pagpasok mo sa office, aircon, nakaupo ka lang, may computer, unlimited coffee. Alam mo yun, dito, gagawin mo lahat talaga. No? And then yun nga, doon namin na-meet si Kuya Mikmik. Actually, yung wife ko at saka si Kuya Mikmik yung mahilig sa mga groups pa yun. Wala pang Facebook that time ng mga international student. So, si wife ko at saka si Kuya Mikmik nag-connect. Tapos, you know what, since pares kaming Mississauga, kami parang meet up. No? So, nag-meet up kami sa Square One. And then, nagkausap lang din, you know what, gusto nating tumulong pa. No? Kaya lang, in order for us to help, we need to be legally pwedeng tumulong. Kaya sabi namin, Kuya Mikmik, gusto mo ikaw mag-aral, ako naman sa immigration, ako naman sa education. So,
nag-aral ka din?
Hindi ako nag-aral, pero nag-train ako. Kasi wala kasing regulatory yung education consultant. But meron silang group, ito yung sa ISEF. So, you need to do a training from there. You need to take an exam. To be a regulated din. Sa group lang, hindi siya regulated as a government regulated like Kuya Mikmik. Para siyang organization for education consultant in Canada. So usually kasi ito yung hinahanap ng mga school. Now you need to be a member of this before I can accept you. Parang ganun siya.
Right. Kasi ang schools kumukuha ng mga ang tawag ba agencies kagaya ng Sun-Cor.
Yes.
To recruit, to partner with with entities like Sun-Cor and so many others, no?
There's a lot.
To recruit students for them.
Yes.
Kasi ang bayad ng international student dito, triple ng local student.
Yes.
Hindi ba? Kung dito ka kasi kung Canadian ka, PR or citizen, ang tuition mo mga
3,000 to 5,000.
Ganun ba? O 3,000 to 5,000. Pag international student, nasa 14,000, 17,000.
Per year yun. 14 to 17,000 per year.
Per year. Oo.
Yes.
Compared to, ano yung apples to apples on? 7,000 to 14,000.
Yung kasi, yung mga, depende sa school, may mga domestic fees na nasa 3,000 to 5,000 lang per year.
Per year.
Depende, no? It can go up to 7. No? And yun nga po, talagang ang international student na pathway, let's just say it's an income generating dito sa Canada. Sila lang po yung hindi nag-stop during the pandemic. Other countries talagang yung international, yung immigration nila nag-stop.
Oo nga, Kasi nag-study from home. Yung pwedeng virtual
remotely
studies.
Virtual. Tsaka talagang dun dumoble yung numbers ng mga applicant. Kasi nga, nag-close yung ibang countries. Yung Canada, nag-stay siya. Lalo na yung mga OFWs natin.
Pero tingin nyo ba, since eto nga, I can ask you this because your interest is really towards those who are applying. No? Hindi naman kayo, sabi mo you're not there for profit. Do you think yung pagiging international student, it's not for everyone, no? Hindi siya bagay to just those who want to enter Canada right away. Di ba?
Yes. That's why we have this free consultation muna. Bago kayo magbabayad, bago kayo even attempt to apply for a school, we have this one-on-one free consultation with me. Bago pa namin ipapasa kay Kuya Mikmik. If-filter na namin. You know what? Yes, yung Canada kasi, yung sa student visa, wala namang age limit. No, wala ding at least high school graduate ka lang ang requirement nila. Pero yun nga, the point is dapat financially prepared ka.
So iba siya dun sa iba yung kumbaga yung financial preparedness mo mas mataas kaysa kung skilled worker halimbawa or caregiving program or okay. Meron na ba kayo nasabihan na parang hindi yata to bagay sa'yo? Parang iba ata ang
Actually, si Kuya Mikmik ang nagsasabi ng gano'n. Kasi nga, pag hindi ko, sabi ko, you know what, alanganin ako mag-advise sa'yo. I would suggest na mag-book ka ng consultation with Kuya Mikmik. Kasi there's a lot of pathways para maging PR. Kaya lang, we just need to learn which one is applicable sa'yo. Kasi for example, tayo international student tayong dalawa. It doesn't mean pag naging permanent resident ka, mapi-PR din ako. No, it does not guarantee. But if you know the game plan that applies to your profile, also my profile, yes, there will be chances maging permanent resident tayo. So yun ang ginagawa namin ni Kuya Mikmik to educate. Lumilibot kami, it's not only in the Philippines, but even here in Canada. For the past siguro 3 to 4 months, pumunta na kami sa Saskatchewan, Alberta, BC, just to educate, hindi sa aming students. Talagang nag-gather kami ng mga international students to let them know na, you know what, you need to know anong pathway para sa inyo.
So even after, kasi nagtataka ko, ba't pa kayo iikot ng Canada? Nandito na sila as international students. Ano pa yung purpose of talking to them? The life after.
Yes. Ito yung pinaka-critical kasi. A lot of international students right now, hindi nga nila alam. Kumbaga, ang pinagkakatiwalaan o pinaghahawakan nila yung mga sinishare ng iba. Kumbaga, ay sabi ng kuya, punta daw kami dito kasi madaling ma-PR. Sabi ko, kung madaling ma-PR doon, it doesn't make sense. Sana doon na lahat nag-apply. Diba? Kung yung pag-PR kasi, palagi sinasabi ni Kuya Mikmik, maraming pathways. You just need to identify which one. You don't need to move to other provinces.
Marami kasing akala pag nag-international student sila dito, dire-diretso na. Wala nang problem. Parang, kasi sinasabi student to PR. So akala nila, I'm one of those na parang akala ko pag international. Of course, I knew I had to do more research. But the initial impression and how it sounds like when some people sell it, either from here or from the Philippines, pag pumasok ka international student to PR, mas madali na yan. Parang, dire-diretsuhin mo lang, may PGW, basta may trabaho ka, dire-diretso. Pero mag-a-apply ka pa rin dun sa mga iba-ibang
this is how they market
pathways
sa Philippines. Yung mga agency na kaya mong kitain kung ano yung ginastos mo while you are a student, which is not true. No, kasi nga, nobody can assure you, even if the 20 hours, no company can assure you to give you 20 hours per week. Kasi hindi lang naman ikaw yung student eh.
Actually, ideally, hindi ka magtrabaho habang estudyante ka. Ideally, dapat yung budget mo kaya nang hindi ka magtrabaho. Kasi
That's why.
Unang-una, paano kung hindi ka makahanap ng ganun lang? Pero makakahanap ka naman kung hindi ka mapili sa trabaho. Pwede kang busboy sa restaurant. Or so. Yun lang ang makukuha mo sa 20 hours.
Kasi,
maybe there are others. I don't want to limit it because nothing is impossible.
Yes. Kasi based kasi sa schedule mo, ito lang yung company ang tatanggap sa'yo. Yung mga fast food. No? Yung mga wares pang gabi. But still, once again, you need to focus on your studies.
Actually, at saka, sayang yung binayaran nyo eh.
Yes.
Ang ganda ng, I've always, kasi I'm kind of a nerd din pagdating sa pag-aaral. Dati, yun nga parang hindi ko masyadong sineryoso yung pag-aaral dati. Although I was pretty studious. Pero I could have paid attention more, especially in college, na parang, because when I started working already and you were like, I wish I listened to my, college teacher more about these things. So I was thirsty to study again when I went here to study. And nakikita ko yung mga kaklase ko na nagtatrabaho, hirap na hirap pumasok the next day. Kasi hindi ako nagtrabaho. Talagang may ipon ako para suportahan yung sarili ko. Kasi kasama ko rin yung anak ko eh.
Yes.
And gusto ko rin na yung attention ko nandun sa anak ko pag hindi ako nag-aaral. So, meron talaga akong pangtustos sa amin dalawa. Tapos, nare-realize mo din na pag nag-aaral ka full-time. Ang daming homework, ang daming expected of you, presentations and all that. Hindi biro.
Yun yung gusto namin talagang i-share sa mga kababayan natin. Kaya umuwi kami ni Kuya Mikmik sa Balikbayan. Pumupunta kami from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao to educate, not really to market. It's okay. Huwag kayo mag-Sun-Cor, okay lang sa amin.
Kahit
pang gusto namin is ma-educate kayo. Kasi once you're here, dito ang totoong challenge eh. Coming here, getting your visa approved is just the beginning. The real journey starts once you're here.
Sabi mo nga may mga umuuwi na mga estudyante.
Yes, nadidepress sila kasi mali yung expectation ng napapakita sa kanila during the application eh. Yung tulad nga, sabi na, madali lang kitain yung ginastos mo. Hindi totoo yun. No, kasi nga, you don't have the liberty of working kasi nga, full-time student ka eh. And dito pa naman, yung teacher hindi lalapit na, uy, Cherie, bumabagsak ka ha, bumawi ka sa finals. Talagang, you need to have, to do like self-awareness. Para alam mo kung nasan na yung standing mo sa klase.
Oo.
Yun.
At saka hindi mo madali talagang mag-migrate. The first, ano experiences mo, Kuya Nikki, nung mga first few years nyo dito? How was adjusting?
I mean, for us kasi, aggressive kasi kami na couple. No? When we say aggressive, we never...
Hindi naman sila nagbubugbugan.
Hindi naman gano'n. Kumbaga, we never say no, not unless we try it. No? We never let somebody say no to us or say yes for us. Kasi nga, by end of the day, this is our life. No? Nobody can say na hindi nyo kaya. Nobody can say na, uy, gawin nyo pa to. No? So we always talk to each other. You know what? This is the option. Kung ano man yung plano ni Lord, win or lose, it's His plan. So dun kami nakakuha ng talaga na we put everything up to Him. And then no matter what happened, positive pa rin kami. Move on. And hanggang ngayon, yun ang nakikita.
Ano yung mga mahirap na pinagdaanan nyo?
Yun, we've been...
Yung warehouse, nagtrabaho ka.
Hindi lang yun. In 2 years' time, lumipat kami 7 times.
7 times? Bakit?
Yun. Isa din yan kasi nga, we want to save money.
Oo.
So, yung nag-work kami as building manager, assistant building manager. Kasi libre yung bahay eh. Libre yung So, yun nga.
Ganun
sige,
ba?
doon tayo. Oo.
Parang...
Yun. Tapos...
Parang nalaman ko dati na pag hotel manager ka pala, you get a room in the hotel. Doon ka
ganun
titira.
Kami. Libre lahat. Except for the food. No? Kailangan namin mag-work for the Pero yun nga, aside from that, lumipat kami kung nasan malapit sa school si Mrs. para hindi na siya magko-commute. Kasi mahirap mag-commute dito din. No? So, affected yung mga kids din. So, like I said, this is our life. No, I'm not saying na gawin nyo rin to.
Oo. Or ganun na magiging sa inyo. Iba-iba eh.
Yes. So we did this because kami nag-decide eh. May mga certainties kami na
Tamang panindigan yung mga desisyon nyo eh.
Exactly.
Wala kang sisisihin pag after a while. Pero, hindi naging ganun.
Yun nga. Yung effect naman nun, yung anak namin na 10-year-old, palipat-lipat siya, wala siya nagiging friend. Kumbaga guilty din kami. No, pero in-explain naman namin sa kanya na lilipat tayo kasi ganito, ganyan. I know it's hard for him growing up, pero kami din naman kasi as lumaki ako sa Mindanao. No, and my parents got separated when I was like 8 years old. So 3 kami magkakapatid, ako yung bunso. So we grow lang, hiwa-hiwalay kaming lumaki. Hindi kami talagang parang naging magkapatid na isang bahay. Kasi yung ate ko sumama sa papa ko, yung kuya ko doon nakitira sa lolo ko, ako sumama sa mama ko. Alam mo yun, hindi talaga kami nakuha ng ganon. So, hindi siya typical na buhay bata. Kasi ako, yung daddy ko, mahilig sa sugal. So, ako yung parang body-body na dati pag magsugal, mababarahaman, mamadjong, mamano. So, I grew up like that. No, hindi parang sabi ko, parang buhay, hindi ko gusto yung buhay na to in a sense. So, nag-aral ako sa public schools lang, sa elementary hanggang high school. No, hindi po kami mayaman. My mom is a government employee, tapos yung papa ko is a businessman, pero naghiwalay nga. So wala nang support na nangyayari. So, just to cut it short.
Ilang taon Kano naghiwalay sila?
8 years old ako noon. As I remember, 8 years old ako noon. So since lumaki ako sa grandma ko sa side ng mom ko, doon ko na-realize na, you know what, yung buhay kasi natin, tayo ang nagko-control eh. Hindi yung parents natin. We cannot blame our parents kung hindi tayo naging successful. No, wag na nating sabihin na hindi kasi ako pinag-aral kasi ang daming hindi nakapag-aral na successful ngayon.
Kung or naghiwalay kasi sila kaya exactly. I'm screwed up or ganito.
So yun ang naging motivation ko na you know what, I'm gonna study in college. Sabi ko sa kanya na gusto ko mag-aral ng mabuti para to prove na sa mga kamag-anak namin, hiwalay na kayo, wala kang mapupuntahan, ganyan. So, just to share lang din, I studied 9 years in college. 9 years, pero I finished...
Hindi law degree yan,
I finished 3 bachelor's degree.
3 bachelor's degree.
Hindi man weird, pero ito po yung, don't get me wrong again, ito po yung motivation ko na, alam mo yun, hiwalay yung parents ko. Sa side kasi
you had the thirst for
sa
for
side kasi
knowledge
ng
at that time,
mom
no?
ko, they're a family of architect and engineers. Tapos sa side naman ng dad ko, they're a family of nurses. Pero ang ginawa ko, I studied engineering to prove that I am the first engineer in my sa side ng dad ko. Tapos sa mom ko naman na side, I'm the first nurse din. Nag-aral ng nursing.
So parang kinuha mo yung dalawang side ng
Yes.
Nag-nursing ka rin?
Yeah. So yung first degree was computer engineering.
Okay.
Tapos second is electronics and communications engineering. Tapos yung nursing. Kasi mahina kasi ako sa math. Kaya sabi ko,
pero engineering So you challenge yourself.
Yes. Hindi man ako mataas yung grades ko. Puro stress yan. Sabi nga, mahirap mag-maintain ng stress. Pero isa joke pa sa engineering.
Ano ba? Kasi iba-iba ang grading.
Yes, iba-ibang grading.
Ano ba ang
parang
stress?
Stress kasi parang 75.
Pasang-awa.
Yes. Pero doon ko na-realize kasi na sa pag-aaral kasi, you're paying the school to learn, to teach you. No, you're not paying them to, alam mo yun, basta lang mga Kaya dati mga kaklase, bakit ka nagtatanong? Bakit ka nagtatanong? Malapit ng uwian na. Bakit ka pa nagtatanong?
Naiinis sila sa mga nagtatanong.
Yes. Kasi nga, you never learn or you will not get an answer not unless you ask. The fastest way to get an answer is asking.
Right.
So yun ang sabi ko, you know what, kahit mababa yung grade ko, basta gusto ko sulitin ko yung tinuro ng teacher sa akin. I want to learn everything. So yun ang bakit.
That's amazing. The amazing thirst for knowledge when you got to college, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Pero yun nga, natapos ako ng 3 degrees. Pero I end up working sa call center. But I'm not saying na mababa yung tingin sa call center. Once again po, proud po ako. I've been in the call center industry for almost 13 years. Working as a tech support, and then naging workforce analyst. So proud ako dun. Kasi dun ko binuhay yung family ko Dun ko kumita
Pero
kasi,
bakit nga call center after 2 engineering courses and 1 nursing?
Kasi that's the only industry kasi that can welcome your schedule. Kasi I was teaching also college that time. Sa morning.
Nagtuturo.
So habang nag-aaral ako ng ECE ko, nagtuturo din ako.
Ano yung ECE?
Yung Electronics and Communications Engineering. Habang nag-aaral din ako ng nursing,
nagtuturo ka din.
Nag-work ako sa call center.
Why did you need to do that? Was it because of financial need or gusto mo lang?
Hindi naman sa I wanted to prove something.
Okay.
No, it's just like, yun nga, kumbaga, yun ang motivation ko I want to learn more. No, I want to learn everything. No, even na mababa yung grades ko, basta, kasi I have the liberty na may pera yung mga tito-tita ko na tutulong sa akin na pag-aaral.
Sila ang nagsagot ng tuition mo?
Kumbaga, yes. Kumbaga, hindi kasi lahat may liberty ng ganun
Oo.
Kaya,
but you had that sensibility in college to actually seize those opportunities. Hindi ba?
Yes. So
because of what you went through, high school and back.
Yes. So yun yung sinasabi ko din sa mga estudyante na nandito ngayon. You need to get that money that you paid for. Magtanong kayo. Magtanong kayo sa teacher nyo. Alam mo yun, kasi nga, hindi pwede yung tatahimik ka lang dun sa side. So you spend millions of pesos already just to sit down over there. No. Kasi nga, you need to take advantage din na hindi porke this is the only pathway na makapunta dito. Imagine mo rin, you spend a lot of money. You need to make use of that as well.
Nung nag-aaral nga ako, the Advanced Television and Film, mga professional na rin yung mga kaklase ko, mga professional editors from all over, from Honduras, from India, from Mexico, whatever. Dami rin. Pero a lot of them were working, so mga pagod-pagod, inaantok, minsan late, minsan hindi darating sa eskwela. Tapos minsan pag nandun, but ako kasi focus ako because I was also thirsty to learn And iba yung perspective Canadian
Yes.
perspective or Western perspective of the industry that I was already practicing in. Dami kong tanong. Very nerdy talaga. Minsan natatawa ko sa sarili ko dahil nga it reminds me of the time in college when one of my classmates posted my picture na nakanganga ko. Yung philosophy teacher ko, first time I ever had a subject na philosophy. And it was answering my life questions. And I was the only one, no exaggeration, all of my classmates found him very boring. Nakakatulog sila. Ako lang daw talaga yung nakikinig. So pinagtatawanan nila ako. Pinicturean ako ng isang kaklase ko, pinost niya dun sa... Hindi ako na-offend. I didn't feel like I was bullied, but it was very funny. And I felt like that was how I was every single day in college here when I studied advanced TV and film. And I felt like nasulit ko yung tuition ko. And nanghihinaya nga ako sa kanila na parang, you don't show up. What are you gonna get? Sayang naman.
Yun. So, yun yung gusto namin ipadating. Yun yung gusto natin ipadating sa mga pupunta dito as international student talaga na make use of the money you paid for. No, kung make use of the facilities na in-offer ng school. Like the gym, kung ano ba yung ano nyo. Kasi, you need to be financially prepared. Babalik na naman tayo doon. Financially preparedness. Kasi nga, hindi ito magagawa pag hindi ka prepared. Kasi you will be forced to work. Imbis na punta sa library, ay, may duty ako.
Oo. Imbis na tatapusin mo. And sayang, ayun nga.
Yes.
What Canada can present to you are opportunities. That's your first one.
Yes.
One of the first is the education.
Yes.
So you went here 2016. So 7 years already in Canada.
We came here May 19, 2016. So mag
7 years na. 7 years na.
Ngayong May this time.
How is it so far? How are you finding your Canada life?
For me, Canada did a lot of our life. We never expect talaga na ganito ang plano ni Lord sa amin dito. No? Kasi nga, we give up everything and start from scratch. No? Especially with the kids. Yun kasi yung main ano namin aside from starting from a new life here is for the kids, yung education nila. And siguro yung safety na rin. No? At saka, yun nga, we wanted to really do a fresh start because of what happened in our life. But yun ang ano sa amin na yung Canada gave us a chance, a new life here. No, sila talaga ang nagbigay ng opportunity. Siya nagsabi sa amin na, you know what, don't be afraid to step out sa comfort zone mo. No, there's a lot of opportunities here. You just need to grab the right one for you. Kaya kami dati talaga kung anong may trabaho, sige. So I have 2 to 3 jobs a week. No, naglilinis kami. So like I said, everyone has its own story here. We don't need to share it. We don't need to kasi nga gusto ko din makita din nila na yes, naranasan din naman yan. Pero I don't need to share it to you kasi nga syempre gusto ko rin i-share sa inyo yung paano yung mga things na di niyo na dapat ranasan. That's yung buhay namin na gusto i-share na yung mga mali namin na hindi niyo na maranasan. Kumbaga, itong gawin nyo. No? Kasi for example, basic example, buying a new car. Hindi kami, ang amin kasi is, it's a new car. But hindi namin alam may malaking effect pa yun.
Saan?
Especially when you buy a house. Hindi mababawasan yung tawag ito, yung approved amount mo. Kasi may utang ka sa kotse.
So, okay. Yan, mga hindi ko pa rin alam yan.
Yes. So, yun din. Maraming ways pala makatipid. Like for example, yung pupunta ka sa grocery, may price matching. So, yung mga ganyan, yung may mga ano pa rin sila, tawag ito, coupons. So, dumating
price matching, pwede. Pag sinabi mo, sa kabilang in another brand ng grocery.
Lalo sa Walmart, dito sa Sobeys, mas mura. Tingnan mo sa app nito, sa Flip. Tingnan mo, mas mura, same brand. And they will follow what's the price of the lowest price.
Talaga?
Diskarte talaga dito. I mean, marami tayong mga Filipinos din dito na matagal na. Na they can also share a lot. No? And we need, like I said, we can always take an advice, especially for those na matagal na dito. But by end of the day, this is your life to decide.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, ano lang talaga kasi without disrespecting yung mga matagal na dito kasi they are the best person na alam niya kung ano talagang buhay Canada eh.
Oo.
So we need to get something from them. But it doesn't mean that we need to follow them.
Oo, tama. Hindi rin naman. Kasi minsan nakakalito, hingi ka ng advice na parang, may iba rin na nagbibigay na advice na parang yun dapat ang gawin. Parang they kind of insist na ito yung tama para sa'yo. But it doesn't make you feel comfortable. Kailangan i-tailor mo sa buhay mo yan eh. Diba kailangan i-tailor mo din dun sa risk na gusto mong, don't be too safe na parang sabi nila, ganito dapat, ganito. Or bawa, hindi naman lahat kailangan magsimula ng ganitong paraan. Hindi lahat ng tao nagsimula. Ako, swerte ako, Kuya Nikki, na hindi, napasok ako sa isang, broadcasting firm, and in media also, na gusto ko yung ginagawa ko, na gusto ko yung mga katrabaho ko. And I also believe that luck comes from a lot of hard work. It's not just pure luck. So a lot of hard work, prayers, spirituality. You don't have to be Catholic. Kung ano man yung religion nyo. It's really believing that these things can happen. Kailangan maniwala ka muna paano mangyayari kung hindi ka naniniwala na. Kung ang paniniwala mo lang, mahirap yan. Magiging ganito ko. Ganon yung mangyayari sa'yo because that's within the realm of reality and belief that you have.
Yeah, believing one thing is already put you halfway.
Diba? Kalahati na ng laban yung naniniwala ka eh. Oo. Totoo. Pero I'm wondering, kasi sabi mo, it was really mainly for the kids and you wanted a new start from that very challenging thing, the most challenging thing that happened in your life. You moved here, there were opportunities. What about the happiness? Are you happy here in Canada? You have the opportunity, your kids are, but...
Siyempre, I mean, the reality, sino bang di maging masaya sa snow at first? Kasi we were dreaming about snow and everything. Yeah, masaya po siya. Yeah, I was happy to see snow. Kasi dumating kami dito May. So excited ako. Wala nang snow that time eh. So excited ako. Pagdating ng winter, yan, I was happy. And syempre, after a month or two, hindi na ako masaya. Pero aside from the snow, what makes me really happy is yung walang discrimination sa Canada. No, sabi ko, kahit saan graduate ka sa atin, sa work, for example, graduate ka sa certain school na to, mataas yung chance mo kasi dyan ka nag-graduate. Dito kasi wala. As long as you're willing to be trained. No? Tsaka hindi ka namimili at tsaka you have the perseverance to grow. No? Kasi nga, like I said, ang daming opportunities dito na hindi mo alam na may skill ka. No? Don't limit yourself dun sa kung ano lang yung background mo. Ang daming mga nursing ngayon nasa real estate and they're earning very well.
That's true.
Diba? Ang daming mga IT that they have their own restaurant now. Hindi na alam na yun pala yung... So there's a lot of stories na iba yung background nila sa ginagawa nila ngayon. Kasi nga, nakita nila ang Canada, ang daming opportunity. Bakit yung mga Filipino dito, bakit 2-3 ang trabaho? Kasi ang daming work. You just need to apply and you need to learn how to manage your time. Sabi nga namin palagi sa mga consultation namin, saka yung mga nandito na, ang Canada, hindi mag-adjust para sa'yo. Tayo ang mag-a-adjust sa Canada. No, ang daming mga culture na natin na dapat iwan na lang. Huwag natin dalhin dito.
Maraming iwanan nyo na.
Ano natin. Pero yun nga, going back to sa mga international student pero sa buhay ko, bakit ako naging masaya dito? Kasi I'm seeing my kids are happy. My wife are happy. I mean, my wife is happy.
Singular ha?
Singular. My wife is happy. So, happy wife means happy life. For me kasi, basta masaya yung...
mo yan, yung asawa ko, happy wife, happy life ha?
Yan. Pero maganda, I mean, it complements namin. Sabi nga, pag nagsha-shopping si Mrs. ko, uy, bumili ako ng ganito, binili din kita. Di ba? Pero yun nga, that really, sa amin kasi yung health din. No? Kasi sa atin, even if you have 1 million pesos, if na-hospital ka,
mga 3 araw pwedeng ubos na yung 1 million mo sa ospital.
So just to share lang din, no, my brother passed away 2 years ago, aneurysm. No?
Oh,
so he was 40 years old.
That. 40 years old.
So imagine mo,
brain
namatayan na ako
aneurysm.
ng dad, ng kapatid, tsaka ng anak. But life must move on. No, it happened during the pandemic. No, I choose not to go. Masakit sa akin yun na hindi uwi kasi.
You didn't see.
But practicality applies.
Oo.
Rather na uwi ka doon kasi wala ka nang magagawa din eh. ipadala mo lang yung pera doon. No, it hurts me din namatayan ng, kasi this my best friend nga eh. Naalala ko dati, isa lang yung ano namin, tawag driver's license. Isa lang, kasi isa lang yung motor namin.
Ha? You were sharing a driver's license?
Oo, kasi nga parehas kami halos na itsura that time.
Okay.
At saka isa lang yung motor namin. So, yun
the
lang sabi
only
ko.
one will have to use talaga. Only in the Philippines talaga, no?
Yeah, pero hindi man kami nahuli that time. Pero yun nga, I just wanted to share na yun nga.
Ganun kayo ka-close.
But yeah, that was the time na sobrang close namin ng kuya ko. Yun din na nung nakilala ko yung wife ko, kasi hindi niya matanggap na lumayo na ako, something like that. So, meron kaming tampuhan that time na nag-Canada na ako, ganyan. Tapos siya naiwan doon. Pero, yun nga, things happen, hindi natin plano kung sinabi ni Lord na pass your papers, finish or unfinish, wala natin magagawa. But, sa Canada will teach you how to be practical. Canada will teach you how to do it yourself. Kasi kung hindi, it will cost a lot. And yun ang gusto ko lang dito sa Canada talaga is yung kids are happy with their education. Dito kasi yung grade 1 ko na anak nasa fresh immersion. So ibig sabihin it's free of education hanggang high school. Wala akong iisipin. Sa Pilipinas how much you spend for education for kids sa public kami sa private school. It will cost you 50,000 to 60,000 a year.
Could cost, yeah. That to more. It depends where you want to send them. Tapos may French pa yan. Kung gusto may French sa labas, mas mahal pa.
So what I'm saying is, happy ako kasi Canada is very pro for immigrants. No? Talagang sinusuportahan nila. And aside from that is giving me a life na talagang way beyond my expectation right now. If you can ask me, am I happy in Canada? Yes, of course I'm happy. Am I happy as a Filipino? Yes, of course. Am I happy to go home? Of course I'm happy if I will go home and live there as well. But if I need to choose, I would stay here for now. Kasi nga I have kids here, nandito yung mga bata, nandito yung mga kaibaga. Tsaka yun ang plano ni Lord eh. Kumaga, sabi ko, Lord, tell me what to do. No, just
how do you get your answer? Is it
talk to him? Sabi ko kasi the only time.
So you listen to
Yes.
Kasi minsan yun na nga maraming ibang words for those who are not Catholic, for example. It's their instinct, it's their conscience, it's their whatever their term is, no. Lahat tayo may ganong spiritual need, spiritual thirst to connect to something we don't understand, something that grounds us.
Tsaka, by end of the day, wala kang pwedeng i-blame kundi sarili mo eh. Kung maging successful ka, kung hindi ka man spiritual, if you believe in something, and then you should be focused on that. Kumbaga, parang law of attraction. Diba? Kumbaga, nakikita mo may bahay ka na picture yun. Yung target mo everyday yun. Eventually, makukuha mo yun.
That's true.
Yun.
There's so many things I learned from you. I learned from you and I learned about you today. And I can't help but really admire you through that journey that you've been through. I can only imagine na madaming healing process, maraming, dadapa ka and then you'll stand up again, and the kind of process that you have to go through to be able to be the person that you are now. Because what I see, si Kuya Nikki yung una kong nakilala sa Sun-Cor, and he was very, I already felt the vibe. Maano kasi ako sa energy ng tao. So si Kuya Nikki, very open, very helpful, very down to earth. Yung merong, ang hirap i-put in words minsan. Pero I can tell that sometimes it's those people who have been through so much who can give so much as well, di ba? And mahirap to not be jaded. Because you can stiffen yourself up. You can harden yourself up after going through those things.
Yeah.
Diba?
A lot of people already give up. Because of kaya nadi-depress. I mean, really, depression is very serious here in Canada. Sa atin kasi yung depression, we don't even mind it. alam mo yun, sabi nga sa Bisaya, pasbo lang yan. Nalipasan ka lang ng gutom. No, pero here in Canada talagang you need to take things seriously. Especially migrating here is not easy. Like what you are doing, currently doing right now, it's not easy. Nobody expect that you can land the same job as you are doing in the Philippines. Nobody can guarantee that. Pero yun nga, you took the risk.
Yes.
Right? Kumbaga, you did your part.
Actually, Kuya Nikki, I know for a fact that I am strong emotionally and mentally. Even before, back in the Philippines, I was, I would help my friends who are the ones undergoing challenges. Pagdating dito, nagkakrumble ako. Tapos naiisip ko nga minsan, malakas na ako sa lagay na to. I am, emotionally stable. Before that, I didn't have a lot of it. But as you said nga, iba-iba tayo ng challenges sa buhay. Hindi natin pwedeng maliitin yung challenges ng iba. But I'm just imagining what more the others.
May mas malala pa.
Marami pa. And yeah, that's true. So, yeah. Maybe we can invite you again after a few months.
Of course, we're happy. Happy to serve.
Thank you so much for sharing your stories and your time and
of course.
Being open to help our mga kababayan. Yun yung yun talaga. Kasi I guess in behalf of them, I'm thanking, you guys. And I hope you really stick to that kind of where you started na pagtulong talaga until later. Kahit na maging bilyonaryo na kayo sa Sun-Cor.
Hindi totoo po yun. Hindi po kami million yung kita namin. We only paid 3 times every year. So yung gastos namin in between. Kaya nga po we offer our service for free. Kasi nga we get commissions. We base our commissions sa schools, sa tuition fee ninyo. Kung napapansin niyo may mga agency na hindi kayo ilalagay sa mga schools na mababa yung tuition kasi nga they get less commission.
Okay.
No. So still, like I said, they are businessmen, we are educators. Na alam mo yun, yes, we're businessmen but we're motivated by helping, not by money. So yun yung advocacy namin ni Kuya Mikmik na that motivates us more to help more kababayan. Kasi nga, kami yung sumasalo ng mga palpak ng ibang agency.
Oo.
And sad to say,
napaso sa kanila, nasa inyo.
Filipino din kasi ang gumagawa.
Oo.
Yun ang pinakamasakit. No? Kasi yung lagi namin sinasabi dumalapit sa amin pag nag-info session kami iba't ibang place dito sa Canada, Kuya, sana nakilala namin kayo before.
Oo.
Kasi sana hindi kami malagay sa sitwasyon na itong alanganin na kami. Talagang nakakasakit na parang iyak
Oo.
Kasi as a big brother, sana nakilala kita. Dati pa. Kaya nga as much as kahit gumagagastos kami, iikot kami dito. Kahit na masasacrifice yung time namin sa kids namin. Si Kuya Mikmik kakapanganak lang ng asawa niya a week ago. Pero we wanted to meet our students, no? Kasi gusto namin ipakita sa kanila na alam mo yun, nandito kami. Kahit na hindi kayo galing sa amin, you're welcome to reach out.
So yung kuya niyo pala hindi lang talaga marketing strategy. Talagang you're an older brother.
Yes.
That's very good to know, and it's so refreshing to really find and meet Filipinos like this in Canada. Kasi meron din talagang Filipinos who will take advantage of kapwa Filipino, and that goes with every race and ethnicity, and that goes not just in Canada, everywhere in the world, no. But we try to present to you the better face of the Filipinos, because there's also a lot of us who are uplifting each other.
Yes.
Diba? Thank you once again, Kuya Nikki.
Yes,
if there's
you're
any.
welcome.
And so that concludes another hour of our Cherie Mercado podcast. Sana I guess one of the takeaways then from our conversation, which I am a firm believer of, is that once you fulfill your purpose. Kung unahin niyo yun, ano ba yung purpose ko? And this is scary because minsan gusto mong unahin yung ano bang kikitain ko? Lalo na, Miss Cherie, hindi ako pwede mag-isip ng ganyan kasi may anak ako, may pamilya ako, hindi pwedeng purpose. Ano yung purpose? Pero kung isipin niyo talaga what you're placed in the world for, kung ano yung gusto niyong gawin, minsan parang walang pera doon. Pero if you can risk that, kasi susunod ang pera . Ito, ito mapapromise ko sa inyo. Hindi ko lang, of course, we're all responsible for our own lives, but the money follows. You do not, for me, my advice is personal. You can take it or not. Jump into what you believe. Of course, you have to know yourself, no? You have to really be rooted in knowing yourself. And when you risk these things, the money will follow.
Yes.
Diba?
Basta ano na din, just trust him above. Kasi nga, like I said, kung hindi man kayo religious, just trust yourself in every decision you do. And by the end of the day, this is your life. Nobody can say yes or no. Just trust yourself. And hindi po okay lang madapa tayo. Kasi doon tayo natututo. Pero hindi kailangan madapa tayo para matuto.
Okay.
So,
yeah, true.
Yun lang po. For all the international students na aspirant international students who wants to come to Canada, always plan for your PR, not just for your student visa. Kasi planning talaga for PR starts when you apply for the student visa.
Habang nandiyan pa kayo sa Pilipinas.
Yes. Pagdating nyo dito, dapat ito yung game plan ko. Day 1 pa lang, ito na ako. It is my plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. Ayun. So, if you need help, nandito po kami. If you need advice, may free consultation po ako. 15 to 20 minutes and we can talk about before you even pay anyone.
Right. And on that note, Kuya Nikki, thank you again. And we'll see you again for another episode of the Cherie Mercado podcast next week. And check out also all the other contents that we upload on our YouTube channel sa Filipino TV, the official Filipino TV. Kasi meron hindi official Filipino TV channel. So, yeah, just look for us on Facebook. And we're also on saan pa ba tayo? We're also
YouTube.
on Facebook and we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we're on cable channels all around Canada. Okay, we'll see you again. Bye.
Bye.
I'm in a sweet spot. I'm feeling good.
Tara na mga kababayan, punta na tayo sa Canada.
Yes, we don't just plan for your studies, we plan for your permanent residency.
Yes, let's go.
Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
Hopefully po, makakapunta po kayo sa mga following events po namin, sa upcoming events po namin. At the same time po, we'll meet you in person and kami mismo po may-ari ng Sun-Cor
Yes.
ang kausap ninyo po.
So this event is for you to get educated so that you won't be susceptible to scams. This event will educate you paano ba maging PR, which programs to pick, which school is the best for
Yes.
you. We'll cover everything later and we'll see you there inside.
Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
Once you arrive in Canada, once you finish your studies, basically you can triple or quadruple that amount na ginastos nyo. Think of it as an investment. No? Don't think of it as gastos. No? Think of it, especially kung mag-a-apply kayo as family.
Light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna